Now in this debounce request variable, we're using the use callback hook. Now the use callback hook returns a memoized version of the function that you enter in the use callback. Now we're using this because we want the same debounce function returned to this debounce request. Otherwise, if you set the debounce request directly to the debounce function, it's going to call a new instance of that every single time, and you won't get the debounced effect. So the use callback will return a memoized version of the function, and it only changes if the values in the dependency array change, but we've set that to nothing. Okay, so now for the debounce function, it takes in a function and then a delay. We instantiate a variable timer, and we declare a variable timer, and then what we return is an inline function, and in here we clear the timer, right? And then we actually set the variable timer to be the set timeout, all right? And then this the code inside the set timeout runs only once this delay has lapsed, okay? And then we call function, which is the function that we passed in through this debounce, all right? And in that case, it is the handle API call, which sends a request to the API, right? So whenever the user types in, when they type it, this debounce function resets the timer and has to wait, in this case, 1500 milliseconds again. Only once the user has stopped typing and then this has lapsed, then this, our function that we pass in the handle API call, then gets called from this debounce request that we set here, okay? Only then will this handle API call run, and then we send an API request, okay? Now, in here in the API call, we're using the SearchRef.current as our value for the search term. And the reason for that is because we're returning this memoized version of the function. The handle API call function only has the initial value for the search term. So if you try and put the search term in here, it'll use this empty string, even though you've changed the search term by setting the state in the handle search term change over here. The reference for the handle API call is still the initial value. So we use SearchRef instead, as it holds a value even between re-renders of the component. All right, so then we send a request, we get the response, and then we set the search results as the JSON response, and then we set loading to false. Okay, and I'll show you again. So you can see in the console, this is the search term, right? And only once we stop typing, it sends an API request. Right, sending API request, and then it shows the results. All right, so I hope that helped. I'll leave all the versions for the packages that I've used in the description, and also the GitHub repo in the description. So I hope that helped, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.